Rebooting.
Add astro.
There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom. Today's recommendation is the steak. Expedition at the Adventurers Guild.
I haven't been out in a while.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises like...
Ah, where is that guy at?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this? Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope. Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Master Child...
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk...
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving...
Indeed. It is as you have guessed.
Ah!
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang.
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the god of war, Morax, Rex Lapis. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every...
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex...
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you... If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks. My chopsticks truly...
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. So you're that sort of person. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travel. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, The Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent fund.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous jade.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for...
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful...
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! Oh. Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular...
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora. All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money.
No need to waver, even when I am constrained by... Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very... Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken... If you return to those crafty merchants...
Whoa! To think...
But there is a way to truly evaluate... A fool sees the pointer.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger, the patterns, the facade. These are all the finger. Noctilucous jade of excellent. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to...
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just sad that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? Come now, my good friends. We can... how about this? I can take a small sample of all 3. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it...
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its...
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned.
Strictly speaking,
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp. Now,
it has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Trolls are still using it. It's a bit bright, but we gotta cut the line. Appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is, so pay close attention. Booba, get them! Nice and spicy. Whoa! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors. Let's take care of them and continue again.
Let the show begin! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it? More hairy churros? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Get them! Booba, get them!
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Paimon remembers that it wasn't very bright. Think a bit harder. Huh? No, it was... Think a bit... Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. What...
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, it is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade... Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex...
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, but...
In the safe hands of the Liyue Qixing and good honest merchants such as yourself,
All right. Thank you, my friends.
Now that we've made our choice...
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Whew. That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best.
New stock at Seago Antiques? Bad news for my purse.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that... Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The Liyue Qixing have...
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Also,
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the
Golden House?
the only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat.
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon, but why do you know this, Mr. Zhang?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is perhaps each has their motives. But this is in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the...
Perfumes? Where'll we get...
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on how...
silk flowers?
Which kind? The...
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Oh,
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with.
my goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your...
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. By contrast, lastly, this silk...
Wow! A true connoisseur!
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So we...
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide, but this silk flower, perhaps you don't like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700. Now that's settled. A question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offer?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, therefore...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if he hadn't...
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around...
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I...
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flood...
Ideally with the help of an expert.
Talk about first world...
Hence, I need you to help.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk?
I will wait for you near the statue of the...
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue Bridge, right? Absorption test.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventure.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan.
to use it, let alone about how to... That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade...
Yinger? Oh, as in...
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family...
Great! This is just the intel we need.
Well, hello. You found me at...
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking... Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? Could it be that you've been bewitched by my natural scent?
Whatever this is, you guys need to snap.
3 in 1 go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and... Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, so, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? Where's that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. Somewhere closer to home will do. I've had a word with Chef Mao. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud. As my assistant, while I'm setting up, you...
Wow. Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
This water will do Now, perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm, so your hand... Now, use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a natural. Now take these and try it out on your own using it. Don't forget to do all 3. Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until you must take care to control the heat during this process. So please, focus. Don't waste a drop of that. All 3 perfumes are ready.
A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right...
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin. Good. I'll leave you with one who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously. Come and hang out.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while. Did we take too long? You were just...
Oh, compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over
Well, how can a person compete?
That is true.
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form. Let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations.
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I can't...
Man, why's he gotta be so secretive this time?
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to...
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read if they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are... Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. This harbor is like a mountain of well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but an old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the...
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and...
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing...
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help the old lady clean up.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
Nova, get them! Animal test 6308. Shadow Raven, let night fall!
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? I'm more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in a trillion parts? Why would she stay in the city?
Let the show begin! Get them! Animal
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. All right, that'll do. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. The Chising. Those children stopped letting my friends and I into their council long ago. Still, they've done well recently. We old folks are content to be idle.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis.
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting to cry, "Catch the murderer" at the top. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend... So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share. Well, you must have things to... Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks.
Indeed. This is the cleansing bed. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes! That old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very... When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine...
So what's the next step in our...
Next, we...
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you...
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also... I will explain it to you.
Oh!
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you...
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things. That's finely crafted toys are well loved by children. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my...
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when... As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to these markings of justice flows. Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for, he knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. Or perhaps, you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, the rite of parting requires helping hand.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you
a most fair price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace. No problem.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a...
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Hey, that's a good price. Anyone would work for this much, Mora.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into... So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 Mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Done.
This is all you got? Then no can do. Child? No. He's putting up the money? Oh, still no. Wouldn't that mean I have to make 2 trips? How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering. Get me a single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow. How does that sound?
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare. And with this Chinkson flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight. I'll make sure the work is done before I return home.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment...
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for...
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy. Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
What are you...
The reception... Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it...
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear. Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Joke's on you. Paimon floats, so height is no restriction. Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here. It can't be. She's a zombie.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customers?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
I don't believe so. The Guizhong Ballista, at least, I have heard of before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Tianheng by an adeptus in the distant past. Located in Tianheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large
Mr. Zhang Li really...
Apparently not quite. This is the...
The Coco Goat is a legendary animal. An adept...
Did you want to add anything?
No, just that the Coco Goat is a legendary animal. What it looks like? Don't know. Where to find it? Don't know either. Where it came from? Also don't...
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista.
What the heck is a Coco Goat? It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing?
It is currently inoperable in any case.
Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were, as I recall. There is a military supply post from that period, so if we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may...
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principle?
I have a smattering of knowledge. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
These parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong Ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders. Oh, this area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds. The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces!
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Oz reveals us! Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
Should replace my hunter. Here comes the hunting. Fry!
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
I got careless. Fry!
I summon thee! Animal Test 6308!
Picked the wrong test
Oz,
subject.
reveal thyself!
Picked the wrong test subject.
You're open!
Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day!
You're open! Place my hammer.
You're open!
Get out of here.
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working, but where's our Coca goat?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast as cheap.
Which means... The Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Explain that we could not find a Coco Goat.
Good idea. We did our best, and...
Shadow Raven, let night fall! By royal decree! Axe frying pan into the fire! Let the show begin!
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the Cocoa Goat adept.
What a disappointment. Don't worry about it. Oh, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden? Cocoa Goat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than normal goat milk. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. Ah, here. This is the name. Coconut milk. Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with this zombie child.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb goes, all things... Excuse me, everyone. Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you. No. Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson today, then. Thank you all for looking after my little Chi-Chi.
Might I ask who...
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around his neck. What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi. Ah! The medicine... The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside...
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense? What?
Phew, at last. Things are...
3 million more. Top quality. Guaranteed.
Aw, too bad the Qixing have taken it over for now.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself. Though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much more. And as for Mr. Zhongli, he...
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to child?
Cocoa Goat! Cocoa Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
Hey, less laughter, more sympathy.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by setting up a robust and speedy distribution network.
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses. Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too.
That's like 0 difference from 3 million.
2,990,000. Also an innocuous number in and of itself. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, Little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope? What have...
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liyue saying goes, the walls have ears.
May the Lord of Geo protect you, and fortune find you.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense.
Finally!
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure? Odd? Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so to treat you to a meal. Yes, don't worry. I will remember to bring the Mora this. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole-in-the-wall. Praised.
Hole-in-the-wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor, at 3rd...
I haven't been out in a while.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. 3rd round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here! Great atmosphere!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's... Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or two.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the rite of dissension. Huh. Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite her to come here. I wish to meet her. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining...
A toast to our success.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh.
A toast to our success.
Should I save this money or invest it?
just need a moment to quickly take down some notes. I haven't been out in a while.
No more words. Let's end this quickly. I guess this is it.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Animal hyperspace simulation. Get them!
No rest for the wicked.
Join the Adventurers Guild. Yo.
Another test.
That
That tingle? Have a little taste. That tingle? Picked the wrong test subject.
Gotta get out of here.
Oz, reveal thyself!